Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are officially in 2021, which means our first pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble. And as you all know,
one of the only good things to look forward to in a new year.
And as you all know, every Big Four, we usually have Brother Pyro and a guest. Unfortunately, we don't have a guest this time, but we will definitely have one for Mania for you guys, maybe one or two. But as always, we have our faithful Brother Pyro.
What's up?
All right. So, let's get right into it. Why don't you start us off?
Starting off the match cards, we have a last man standing match for the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Alright, so myself, Twisted, and two more of our 5 members selected Kevin Owens to walk out of the Rumble as Universal Champion.
Whereas Mama 4 chose Roman Reigns.
And we all know why.
Next on our match card, we have the WWE title.
It's ironic because I'm wearing a Roman shirt.
Oh my goodness. Done with you. Next on our list, we have WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg, or as I have him written down, Oldberg. Everybody but Brother Pyro here chose for Drew McIntyre to walk out, the defending champion, and tell everybody why you picked Goldberg.
So, I picked Oldberg here because it's Vince's desperate plea at ratings. Whenever his ratings are plummet, what does he do? Legends nights and, Raw goes old school.
Mm-hmm.
Brings back all these old guys that, aren't necessarily, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing but respect for the guys that,
came before.
from the past. But in moments like this where, you're using Goldberg to try to boost ratings, and we all know, we all see the inevitable, because Vince, you favor your old guys.
Yeah.
Especially guys like Goldberg, just absolute powerhouse. You're going to put the title on him till Mania, because, that's what you did last year. That's what you did Mania, the year of Mania 33. That was, 4 years ago now?
Mm-hmm.
So, come on, man. Come on, man. We see it's going to happen. Again, just a simple, he wants his ratings, he's gonna get them, or he thinks he's gonna get them by doing this, and in reality, you're really not. Again, I'm appreciative for seeing some of the old guys just, come back like they did, have a few segments that they had, but there's a few points I wanna, one was Drew McIntyre's initial response to this was like, dude, maybe if this was you 20 years ago, essentially, I'd actually be worried about this match. I'd actually, want this match because you were intense. You were a badass. Which is true, but look at him now. He's got 2 moves. He walks to the ring, half concussed, can't really do much of anything. He's exhausted after 2 minutes. And another thing, that same night on Raw Talk, Mustafa Ali had a moment where he's like, I'm appreciative and I respect the guys that came before me. I get that they blazed, or that, they made the path for me to walk on. Mm-hmm. But when are you going to let us young guys, us newer guys to the company, the fresher faces, walk on that path that y'all created?
Heading into the next match.
Tag team title match, women's edition. You have the Empress and the Queen teaming up against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. There's so many places for my money to go with that. The bar chart is the Samoan Disgrace.
Okay, let's get on to who picked that.
Unanimous pick for this one. Asuka and Charlotte retain their tag gold.
And heading on to the last match of this, aside from the Rumble matches, announced tonight on Smackdown, if we heard that correctly, it will be the Smackdown Women's title on the line, Sasha Banks versus Carmella, and it was a unanimous pick between Flash, myself, Barber Pyro, and Mama 4, all choosing Sasha Banks, whereas our newest member, turning our 4 into 5, Beast chose Carmella. So I'm excited to see where that goes. We also did ask everybody for their Royal Rumble picks. Mama 4 chose Seth Rollins to return and win the men's Royal Rumble, and chose Alexa Bliss to win the women's, whereas Beast couldn't decide between Randy Orton or Jeff Hardy winning the men's, but definitely chose Bliss to win the women's. Your picks?
My picks, there's a ton of favorites. Women wise, I had 2 picks, like right out the gate, from the get-go, have been since day one, Alexa Bliss or Bianca Belair, 2 women that are just absolutely entertaining to watch night in, night out, absolute workhorses. They are both legit on fire right now. Like, their storylines right now are absolutely unmatched, and I think either one of them would be probably the most deserving to win the title, or not the titles, but the Rumble, and maybe the titles, because this, it's been a while since we've seen Alexa do anything really singles-wise, so I'm happy with this.
And your men's.
And men's picks, this one was tough.
Who'd you pick?
So, my picks are, again, one of 2. And I'm favoring more of the beat sticks, big powerhouses, because that's just always been my kind of style anyway. You got IC Champion Big E, or the returning, thank you Friday Night Smackdown for giving us this moment, the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. That's going to be great to see. Obviously, Strowman never really declared himself in the Rumble, but if Vince has his way, and if really anybody has their way, if he has his way, he's in that match. Like, you can't just bring him back the way you did tonight and be like, yeah, no, you can't be in the match.
So we didn't have a chance to get Flash's, but me knowing Flash as well as I do, I know pretty much his picks. Actually, both staging from NXT, as we know in the past couple of years, NXT has been a part of the Royal Rumbles, both men's and women's. So men's, I know he would pick Johnny Gargano, as that is his absolute favorite right now. He's just always loved Johnny. And female-wise would be Rhea Ripley, as he has a humongous crush on her.
He wants to be tossed around.
My picks would obviously have to be Little Miss Bliss, along with everybody else. I am such a diehard AJ Lee fan, so every year one of my picks, my many picks are her, but I could see it being any of the also returning females that we could possibly have for a Rumble night. Whereas men, in all honesty, it could be anybody. I'm not going to be Corey Graves and, Michael Cole and change my pick every 5 minutes when somebody gets eliminated. But I will have to say, if Seth Rollins does come back, that would be one of my picks. Or going from NXT, I could really see, who was I thinking? Adam Cole coming up and winning that.
I don't know how I feel about that. I do not know how I feel about that. But if we're throwing NXT picks into this thing...
Oh, you made your picks, sir.
Hold on. Because if I see anybody from NXT taking this cake, I gotta see it be Tommaso.
I do agree Tommaso would be good, but I know that they're trying to move up Damian Priest, so this could be a great way for him to, if he were to win the Royal Rumble. I guess we'll just have to wait for Sunday and wait to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, that is the prediction video. Happy 2021. I hope you guys had a great holiday and a happy New Year. Don't forget, I believe it was last one, so TLC or the one right before that, which was Survivor Series. There is a link in the description below, so you can check out Pyro's page, where we will be doing talks about the predictions and kind of who was right, who was wrong, and just kind of going over the whole thing of Royal Rumble. So we hope to see you guys checking that out afterwards, and then we will see you guys at the next pay-per-view in February. See you then, guys.
Later.